Hello my crafty friends, it's Crystal with Happy to Plan. I am going to be doing a plan with me video for second week of April. So it's going to be April 4th through the 10th. And as always, I want to start with my inspiration. So if you haven't seen what this particular book is, it's my planner video. And what it basically is it's just a Dollar Tree monthly calendar, and how I use it is I plan my monthly spreads in this. So if you haven't seen this video, I will link it down below. So this week is going to be my bee theme. Thought that was a cute spring theme. So I was really inspired by this paper that I found in this Pebbles paper pack, and I believe the paper pack is called Garden Party. So it's just really beautiful paper, and there is actually a cut apart that I wanted to take out of here, so I wanted to remember to grab that. And then I'm going to go ahead and jump right in and start. I am going to do just voiceover this time. Okay, so I'm going to start by cutting up that bee paper and the honeycomb paper as well. And I also did pull a couple of pages out of one of the paper packs that I've been really using a lot of. It's the one I got at Michael's recently. I recently hauled it. It's the one with a bunch of different colors in it. And if you want to see that Michael's haul, I'll go ahead and link it in the description box. So that's where that blue paper that I'm cutting up now came from. And one of the reasons why I really like that paper is it's because it's got the different colors in it, and there's just slight patterns on it. So it's not just solid color, but it's just a little bit of a pattern, just enough to make it have a little bit of extra design. I did also cut up that journaling card that you saw there because I thought the yellow matched really well with the honeycomb paper. I also cut one of the cut aparts. It just says be happy, dream, believe, and it's got different sayings in it. And that was part of the paper pack as well, so I cut that part out, and I'm going to put it there in the weekend area. And I'm also going to make a page flag to cover up the morning part of the column. Now what I decided to do with this journaling card, I wanted to keep the little flag says today is, and then there's like a blank space, and I didn't want to lose the flag part of that journaling card, so I am going to cut around it, and you'll see what I'm doing here in a second. So I basically am going to trim it down, and then I'm going to trim it, but I'm going to stop where the flag starts, and then I'm going to fussy cut around the little flag so that it keeps that there and part of the design, and then it'll just hang over into the next day a little bit. And I think it ended up being really cute. Okay, so I'm just messing with the layout a little bit here, and then I decided I needed just a little bit more of that bee paper, so I'm just going to cut another strip to put there in the weekend, because I didn't want that weekend to be solid at the bottom. And now I'm just figuring out what I want to do with my washi tape. I do want to use that black at the bottom, and I'm a little bit concerned with using the black because, you know, obviously bees are black and yellow, but the bee paper, the bees were a little bit more muted, so it wasn't like a hard black and yellow, but it ended up looking pretty good because the stickers I use do have black and yellow in them, so I think it all turned out fine. And I did end up putting a strip of like a really thin strip of the yellow on the top of that. You'll see here in a second when I do that. And I think it broke up some of the blackness of that washi tape. So you'll see how I'm putting down that yellow. And I actually do double strip it. I do put a double strip on that just to make it even more yellow. And then what I want to do also with the washi is I do want to put kind of like what I did for my St. Patrick's Day theme. So I wanted to put the lines down the middle
So I went ahead and glued it off camera. I didn't feel like you needed to see the gluing part, but I'm going to go ahead and put this really thin brown washi that I found at Tuesday Morning. And the thing I liked about it was it kind of almost had a honeycomb look to it, which obviously is appropriate since it's a bee theme. So I really liked that, and I felt like it matched really well with kind of the brown of the bee paper. So I think it ended up really pretty, and I like how it turned out. And then I went ahead and added just a little strip at the bottom too, again, and I thought that helped break up some of the blackness of that washi. All right, so I am going to go ahead and I wanted to put that Time Flies sticker on that other side. So I went ahead and pulled up some of the washi to put it on that side. Okay, so I'm going to grab the other sheet now and go ahead and get the layout all situated and then get everything glued down. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Do you want to see me gluing all this down? Do you care if I just edit it out? Is that something that you like to watch? I've got this on like 8 times speed, so it's going really fast. So tell me what you guys like in the comments. Okay, so I went ahead and put the brown thin washi on every row, or column I should say. And then I'm going to put the black washi just like I did for the other page. I'm going to put the yellow on top, and then another thin piece of that brown honeycomb pattern washi as well. And when I put down you'll see here, I'm wanting to keep, I obviously didn't want to put the brown across the tag or the flag, so it looks like it's now under it. And then when I did the weekend, I'm also not going to put it where the dream little cutout part is going to be. I wanted to keep that. I didn't want the brown to run down the center of that, so I also am going to put it like it's basically underneath it. So you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. I'm going to just put it to the end of that. See? So I thought that turned out cute. And I did not do anything with the numbers this time around. I felt like the colors worked perfect. So I didn't do anything with the numbers at the top, which is nice when I'm able to kind of just leave it alone. And then I'm going to grab that honeycomb. I felt like it just needed a little bit more of that honeycomb paper just because it's cute and I liked it. So I grabbed that. I'm going to cover it up with a to-do list. So you're not going to see, it's not going to be as bold as it looks like there. So you can see I got that actually at Michael's, and it was in the $1.50 bin, but everything at the dollar, or everything that's $1.50 was now 50 cents at the time I purchased that. So it was only 50 cents for that paper pack. And I really liked the to-do list, obviously, because it's in my color. And so I glued that side panel down, and then I glued the to-do list right on top. And now that Time Flies When You're Having Fun, that is a clear sticker. And I did not want it to be clear. So you can see I'm kind of tapping my fingers there because I'm like, what am I going to do? I didn't want to take it off. So I'm just like, I'm just going to glue it and adhere it down with some double-sided sticky tape and just leave it on the backing. So I don't know if that's really going to work, if it's going to come off of that backing eventually. So I may have to cut a piece of cardstock and stick it on there instead, but for now it works. All right, guys, sticker time. Okay, so now I'm going to make my journal card. And what I decided to do was I took this black and white journal card that I had, and that yellow washi tape that I have fit exactly perfectly in the space where the white was. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to turn it into a black and yellow journal card to go with the black and yellow of the bumblebee. So that's what I did. And then that buzz is actually a thing I got at the Dollar Tree in the teacher section, and it had a bunch of words on it. And I got it originally for my attempt to do a junk journal, which I still have not yet done. But I have every intention of doing that still, and I want to do that eventually. But I bought that for that purpose because I had seen a couple of times where they had those in junk journals, and I thought they looked really cute. So that was the intention. That's why I bought that. But then I'm like, oh, it looks really cute and it matches my theme. So I'm going to use it in my planner. And what I did was I did ink up the sides with some yellow ink, stamp ink, because I wanted to just to pop a little bit off of that journaling card. So I adhered the part where I will actually journal on the back. And then I went ahead and hole punched it. Now, it messed it up. It totally destroyed. I could not get it out, and I was like struggling to get it out of my hole puncher. And because anytime you put anything but one piece of paper in that hole puncher, it does not work. So I should have known better. And so I took it out. I put that black tape across the where the holes were, and then I had to repunch the holes with my hole punch. And wasn't really happy about that, but it ended up looking fine. I think it still would have looked cute if I could have had it all the way, the stripes all the way to the end, but what are you going to do? I didn't have another black and white piece of paper, so, and I didn't have enough washi to cover a whole other thing, so I made it work. Okay, so then I adhered that biz to the front, and then I added a couple of stickers, and that's pretty much going to be a done deal. I also going to put my little paperclip on there as well, which you'll see at the end when I do the pictures. And then I'm going to put it in my planner, guys. I'm done. As always, I will have photos at the end, and please go check out my Instagram because I have photos there as well. And I hope you like it. Thank you, guys. Bye.